Thanks, Dr. Oken. 21-year-old single mom Amanda Betz struggles with chronic Lyme disease. Amanda's mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother have been a strong support system helping her raise her daughter.
The saying it takes a village to raise a child is completely true, and the Betz family proves that every day. I'm here with Amanda Betz, a young woman who is currently battling chronic Lyme disease, as well as raising a young child. With the help and support of her family, Amanda is able to take each day with a positive outlook. Amanda, thanks for being here with me today.
Sure, thank you.
So when did you get diagnosed with chronic Lyme disease?
I finally got my diagnosis in October of 2011, but I've been suffering since at least first grade.
So you mentioned that you were diagnosed in the first grade. How did that affect your childhood, if it did at all?
I got diagnosed in 2011, but I started having issues all the way in first grade.
Okay.
So I went all those years not knowing what's going on in my body.
Yeah.
So first grade I started to stutter, and they thought that I would just kind of grow out of it, but I never did. And now we know it's because of my Lyme disease has affected my brain, and that's affected my speech and a little bit of my hearing and such.
Okay. And what has been the most challenging aspect of living with chronic Lyme disease?
I would have to say the pain is the hardest part, because I'm not able to work because of it, and then I'm not able to do the things I want to also because of it. If it's just playing with my daughter or certain things are more difficult because of the pain.
And how does this disease affect your daily life and raising your daughter?
Along with the pain, I get nauseous very easily. It's not easy for me to eat food and hold it down, so I'm very weak. So I do need a lot of help, but thankfully I do have the help of my family, so I'm able to take care of her.
Yeah, well, to piggyback off of that, I know you just said they help you a lot. Could you tell me a little more how your family helps you?
I have an apartment in the basement of my family's home, and they watch her while I'm in school full time. That way I don't have to have her in daycare. And they help financially because Lyme treatments are very expensive. So I'd say without them, it may not be possible for me to take care of her because of being sick also.
And with us now is Amanda's mom, Patty Betz. Patty, thank you for joining us. So how has Amanda's journey affected you as her mom?
Well, it's been very trying, knowing that there's something wrong with her and could not figure out what it was. Yeah. I always felt that it was Lyme disease, and for years we tried to get, someone to diagnose her.
And I would go to the hospital just, in so much pain. And they, actually one time took my mom outside my hospital room and said, I can't find anything wrong with her. She just wants attention. And my mother was like, no, I know my daughter. So that's a very famous thing with Lyme's is people say that it's all in your head.
And she had been tested like many, many times. So what different tests, or was anything that changed that actually gave you the diagnosis of what you suspected it was?
She got tested, a test that's sent out to California. Mm-hmm. And, you had to pay out of pocket for that, send that out to California, and it came back, it took like 4 or 5 weeks, and it came back positive. So we just started treating her, and and the doctor said she's very sick. There's going to be 5 years of up and down to get her to feeling normal again.
Well, I mean, it's awesome that you support your daughter and take care of her and Emmeline the way you do. That's a wonderful thing that you're doing to help her out. Yeah. Well, I'm happy you got the answers that you've been looking for so long.
Yes, I'm very thankful for my Lyme's doctor. He's a blessing.
So I hear you just say you're enrolled in college. What are your future plans or goals for?
I graduate HUC in August with my associates in criminal justice, and I've already transferred to UMUC. And I hope to get my bachelor's in criminal justice and double minor in psychology and forensics.
Wow, you're busy. That's good. So is there any advice that you could give to those who are currently going through the same things that you are going through with Lyme disease?
Absolutely. I would just say to hang in there.
Amanda and Patty, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. And Amanda, I hope nothing but the best for you and your future years to come.
Thank you so much.
That was a great story, and the great-grandmother was very impressive because she's 102 years
That's
old.
amazing. Mine will be 104 this year.
Wow. That's good genes.
Yeah, thank you.
Good genes you got there.